My straight up meanings for wands cards, here we go. So again, these are not the textbook version. You can find that in a textbook, or I do share it in my online program, but this is just how Ange reads them. So this one, dick. Oh, like it just is. First, somebody's getting some action. Someone wants something sexual with you. They don't want to fall in love with you. They don't want to build a life with you. They don't have a plan with you. They want action. Okay? And in love, that's what it is. Two of Wands, for me, it always means someone's looking at your shit. They're either reflecting on the past, or they're thinking about reaching out to you because they're thinking about the future, because they're thinking about the past. So they're rereading old text messages, or they're just daydreaming about you. They're, if they do tarot, of course they could be doing tarot, but they're doing something. They're looking at your social media. They're looking at your stories. They're thinking about the action they want to take based on the reflections of the past. So maybe they're looking at nudes you sent them. Three of Wands. Okay, this is like, now I've thought about it, now I'm almost ready to take action, but I'm still fucking thinking about it. I don't know. They might change their mind. It's like, have you ever been like, yeah, that's right, I'm gonna go on that date with that person, but then the next day you might be like, I don't know if I'm gonna actually do it or not. Because again, when your anxiety is taking the past and putting it into the future, depression is living in the past. So there's still so much anxiety in these early Wands cards for me. So it goes a story of like excitement, like I'm gonna fucking do it, and like, okay, wait a minute, do I want to do it based on what happened to me in the past? And then like, hold up, do I really want to do it? And then Four of Wands for me is like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna marry this bitch. So the other thing, Four of Wands for me always means 11-11 union. So 11-11 to me means like, it used to mean they're your twin flame, they're your soulmate, they're your person. But I don't really believe in that anymore as a person. So what I take this to mean is this is the soul tie that you're supposed to be with right now. It's the person you're supposed to be fucking with right now. So like, even if this person is trash, you're supposed to be with them right now. It doesn't mean things work out. It just means you're supposed to be figuring some shit out with them right now. So this is the person that you or they know that they're supposed to be with. And again, I know a lot of my readings are more like love-based. They could mean other things, but like, let's be honest, I'm a relationship tarot girly first and foremost. All right, Five of Wands, triggered. But triggers are always like, the story I always say is, what is it gonna be? Like, what are they about to do? Are they about to make out? Are they gonna have a dance off? Are they gonna get in a fist fight? Like, it's such similar energy. There's that like, it's like, okay, they're gonna pounce, but is that good or bad or funny? I don't know. We don't know. So sometimes when I pull this about love, I'm like, oh, you guys are triggering the fuck out of each other. That's not inherently good or bad. It just is part of the process. All right, Six of Wands. Whew, you're doing the damn thing. You're doing the damn thing despite all of these challenges and cycles that you've gone through before here. Like not being sure if it's your person, not being sure if you want to take action, not being sure if you're attracted to the person, not being sure like if you're too triggered to be with them. And now it's like, no, we're gonna fucking do this. So this is like, the relationship's gonna work out, the marriage is gonna work out, the partnership is gonna work out, whatever it is. You guys are putting, even though it's been kind of troublesome, you're gonna put all your eggs in this basket. All right, so this is a step after that. This is the, what the fuck did I do? This is the like waking up with a hangover, like, oh no. And sometimes you realize you fucked up and you should go, but other times you're just self-sabotaging. So this card is fight or flight for me, always. It's like, oh, I don't know. They could go either way now because they're fighting it, right? But this is, you're starting to fight it and then you see that fucking sign. So Seven of Wands for me is not about communication, it's about signs. It's about seeing synchronicities, it's about seeing angel numbers, it's about seeing just like fucking, I don't know, maybe you told God, I want to see a rabbit when I'm going to meet my person, and then a rabbit runs in front of you. It's like a communication or an inner knowing. It's not like a real thing, even though, whatever, we'll leave the Wands part of that out. That's how I read it. All right, and then Eight of Wands is about being fucking guarded. Like, okay, I saw the sign, I'm still skeptical as fuck. I don't know what I can trust this person. The other thing is too, because I want to talk about like the shadow side of Wands. So the upside of Wands is action, the shadow side is fear. So with each one of these cards, you got to think about, I'm going in, there's a spectrum for each one of these meanings between fear, and I saw 444 as I said that, so between fear and action. So this could be like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this, but I'm nervous. I'm gonna do it, but I'm so fucking nervous. You know, like the excitement. Or it could be like, I don't know, man, I'm gonna fuck this up. I don't want to do it. I don't want to fucking fail. Do you see what I mean? So when I'm reading people, reading their auric field tells me where on that spectrum it would be. Based on the cards around it too. Okay, and then 10 of Wands is like, this is so fucking hard. It's so overwhelming. It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. And so again, the rest of the energy can tell you if that means if they're going to bail. It doesn't, this card alone doesn't really tell you what they're going to do with how overwhelmed and hard this is, right? Okay. So when we get into the suits, I take these as like, this tells a story, but I don't know. I almost take this as a separate thing. I always take this to tell me more about the person. So this means fuckboy for me. Whether it's a girl or a boy, I don't care. This person's for the streets, they're a whore. They're gonna fuck around and find out. Knight of Wands, they're gonna take action. They're gonna come in hot. This is hitting you up in the middle of the night, like, you know, excited. It's not just for like, they have some thought about it. Like, they have passion behind it. They're not just trying to like smash and run. They're like, oh my God, let's pretend like we're in love for a week. They want a little bit more, but it doesn't mean there will be substance, because they're also moving really quickly and they're not like as experienced as they think. Queen of Wands, my favorite things to say. You guys love when I read this cards. You're not made of glass. You can do hard things. You're one confident, sexy, smart, fun person. You light up every room. You're so much fun. You're so brave. You're so witty. You're charming. You know how to get what you want from people, right? Reverse, by the way, bitch. Bitch. King of Wands, okay, same thing. This is like, King of Wands is usually in a sales-oriented role. They're customer-facing. They're great with people. My ex-husband was like this when we were dating. If you go out to the bar with this person, they're gonna be like best friends with half the people in there. They're charismatic. They know how to win people over. They know how to make people laugh. They know enough about everything to kind of talk to any kind of person, but they care a lot about how people think, and they're going to want someone attractive on their arm. This is a masculine energy. They're going to care about appearances. They're going to be scared of emotional depth sometimes. Well, not necessarily. Here's what I'll say about this. When we're just pulling this card alone for someone, they're going to prioritize appearances and showmanship over analytical thinking, feelings, and real grounded action, which are the other 3 pentacles. I hope this helps. List any questions you have, you know, in the comments, or find me on TikTok Live to ask. I can't wait to see what you guys think about my meetings.